Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's Daily Word. Carter and I are back with you again today on this Friday. We're glad you could join us for our time together. Carter and Hudson are here today. Hudson, though, is really busy, so he didn't want to come and be on video. He's playing with his dinosaurs right now. So, Carter and I are joining you again this morning, and we're glad you could join us. It's the end of another week, and Sunday is Palm Sunday, so we hope you join us for worship on Palm Sunday as we will spend our time together. And we have some palm branches, Carter, that we can wave at church, and we have communion, and we have baptisms, and we have new members. We we have a really full Sunday on Sunday, so hopefully you'll plan to join us for that. So today is daily word number 701 as we continue our journey together. And as always, thanks for carving out time to be with me and to be with Carter, and always saying good morning to us, or good afternoon, whenever it is that you watch. So this morning's scripture is from 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 58. And we hear these words. Therefore, my brothers and sisters, stand firm. Let nothing move you. Always give yourselves fully to the work of the Lord, because you know that your labor in the Lord is not in vain. Can you say hi to Aunt Joe?
Hello.
Say hi, Aunt Joe.
Hello.
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 Hello. So, stand firm. Let nothing move you. It's an interesting thing, an interesting challenge that we face in life. When we think about, oh, here come Hudson. Come here, Bubby. Come here, Hudson. Hudson, come here. Hudson, come here.
Papa,
What?
I need to tell Mama something.
Are you going to come right back?
Yeah.
Hudson, come here. Come here, Hudson. Come here. Come here, come see Bubble. Come here. Okay, we got the monkey. Come see Bubble. Oh, here's Hudson today. There we go. So, we often think that life's mundane and boring and nothing really changes in life. Sometimes we think that life really life really doesn't matter, that nothing we do matters, and that, like me, probably we all get stuck in the planes of neutral, and most of life, probably for all of us, seems neither good nor bad. So, but the Bible, the scripture really doesn't leave room for it. Scripture says to us, we probably know, that if we're lukewarm, that we are going to be spit out. So this scripture reminds us, the boys didn't want to stay today, the scripture reminds us that every day, every day of our life is valuable. Our labor, the scripture reminds us, is not in vain. Everything that we do makes a difference and has significance in the world and in our lives. Stop, boys. And in our lives. I think it's interesting that for us, that every moment, every moment is a labor, and a labor not in vain, but every moment is a way that we make a difference in the world. We make choices, right? We have to discern what's good and what's bad. But for us, as Christians, as followers of Christ, every moment for us is a chance to be consistent in our faith, to stand firm in all the things that we are called to do and to be. So, I think about it in terms of how we live daily and how we struggle with life and what it all means for us. We really shouldn't let any of that mundane stuff that throw us off happen to us. We shouldn't let moments pass us by. We should give ourselves fully to God's work. Yesterday, Dustin and I, you might know, we were at opening day in Cincinnati. and it's something we've done many times. And so, but some young boys sitting beside me, they were funny. They were students at UK, and they were funny. Had all kinds of things to say, and they were trying to call balls and strikes from the top. Well, then we started talking about baseball, and we started talking about my earliest memories of baseball and who my favorite Reds players were, and all of these interesting things in life that we started talking about. And I thought they eventually wanted to move out to the sun, and so we talked for a while. And the young man turned around, shook my hand, and thanked me for talking to him. And while that's not a big deal, I think it's one of those things that we don't labor in vain. Our lives can make a difference in the lives of many people. And what we do every day carries with it a reward. What we do every day reminds us that we can make a difference in the world. Now, I'll never see those young boys again. Two of them are going back to NKU. Two of them are going back to UK. But they are brand new, 21-year-old, brand new Reds fans. And I said, my favorite player is Eric Davis. And they're like, oh, okay. They really knew who that was. Chris Sabo, as I mentioned some names. And then he said, you've been doing this for a long time, haven't you? Yeah, true. But what made a difference for me and reminded me of this scripture was when he shook my hand at the end. This 21-year-old young man shook my hand at the end and said, thanks for talking to me. I think that's a reminder for us that we don't labor in vain, that our lives matter, that our lives matter everywhere we go. Stop, Bubby. That our lives matter no matter what we do. So that'll be our daily word for today with my silly boys. Thanks for joining me for our time together. Thanks for always being with us. Know of God's love that surrounds you. Know of our love for you, Carter and Hudson and Jim. And we will see you Sunday morning at 10:15 and then again on Monday at 10 o'clock. Have a great day and a great weekend. You're silly.